My child, my beloved, listen to me very carefully. The heavens are trembling tonight. A cry rose through the light. A cry only meant for you. Something dark has been seen. Something that once hid behind a smile. Archangel Michael is screaming because he saw the one who cursed you. He saw the moment they whispered your name in jealousy. He saw the words they spoke to bind your progress. And now the chain is beginning to move again. My beloved, stop scrolling. Stay with me for just a few seconds because this moment decides whether that curse will continue or break tonight. Michael's voice echoes across the divine realms. It's impossible to stop him without you. You were chosen as the key. My child, before I reveal the truth, I must ask, will you stay until the end? Will you let heaven complete what it started for you? If you are hearing this, it's not by chance. You were guided here. You were pulled here by the same force that's been protecting you since birth. Pause for a breath. Whisper inside your heart. I'm listening, because every second now carries the weight of your destiny. Archangel Michael stood before the throne of God tonight. His sword of light burned with a cry of warning. He said, "The one who cursed my beloved has moved again." And heaven went silent. Because what he saw cannot be stopped by angels alone, only by you joining in faith. My beloved, do not let fear rise. You are not powerless. You are not weak. You are the miracle hidden under the dust of delay. For years you felt unseen. For months doors have closed just as they began to open. And every time a shadow followed. But tonight that shadow has been exposed. The face behind it has been revealed. And heaven has given Michael permission to break the chain through you. My child. This is not a random message. This is a divine interception. Michael is begging for just 20 seconds. Don't move away. You have been chosen because your faith shakes darkness. Even when you doubted, heaven noticed how you kept trying. Even when you cried alone, light still circled you. Michael said your name 3 times tonight. He said, "Father, this one has suffered long enough." And a voice from the throne said, "Then send the call. Let them hear." That is why you are hearing these words now. Heaven opened a window to reach you before the enemy's next move. My beloved, I know you felt tired. I know you've been asking why things feel stuck. Why blessings reach the door and vanish. Why peace seems to slip away just as you find it. It's because someone spoke against you. Someone cursed your name out of envy and their words formed a cycle around your progress. But Archangel Michael has found them. He has seen their face and he is screaming because the time has come to stop it. He said, "I cannot end this unless my beloved believes because the final key lies not in heaven but in your agreement." My child, say these words in your heart. I break every curse spoken against me. Say it softly. Even if your voice shakes because those words are swords in the realm of spirit. Michael's wings are trembling with urgency. He is holding back the storm that was meant for you. And yet every second that passes without your faith makes the darkness stronger. Beloved, listen. This is the 20-second window. He spoke of a divine gap where fate can be rewritten. Do not let distractions steal this moment. Heaven is watching. The scroll of your life is open and your decision right now is being written into it. Michael said they must hear me or they'll regret it forever, not because heaven wants to scare you, but because the curse will grow if left unanswered. This is why you feel the chills. This is why your heart beats faster as you listen. Your spirit knows this message is real. My beloved, there is still hope because God's light is already surrounding you. And Michael's sword has been drawn, but he needs your permission to strike. He needs you to open your heart and say, "Yes, I allow heaven to fight for me." The moment you do, the energy shifts, chains melt. The words spoken in darkness lose power. My child, every miracle begins with attention. And heaven has captured yours for this reason. Right now, your angels are standing beside you. They are waiting for your yes. Because when you say yes, Michael moves instantly. Do not underestimate your faith. It is stronger than every curse combined. It is the sound the enemy fears most. Beloved, subscribe your soul to heaven. Let this connection remain open because every message that reaches you, after this will guide you step by step out of the storm. Heaven never repeats itself unless the matter is urgent. And this message was repeated 3 times across the realms before it reached you. Michael said, "Send it again." They haven't opened it yet. That's how important you are. Even the angels refused to rest until you saw this. My beloved, the one who cursed you thought you would never know. They hid behind false kindness. They smiled when you fell. They laughed when your plans failed, but now their laughter has turned to fear because your name has been mentioned in heaven. And when heaven speaks your name, no curse can remain. The universe itself bends toward those whom Michael protects. And tonight, that protection is being restored to you. You are about to see miracles unfold faster than ever before. Unexpected favor, unexplainable peace, doors opening where none existed. But before that light fully arrives, the enemy will try one last time to distract you. They will whisper, "Ignore this," they will say, "It's just coincidence." That is the voice Michael warned about. My beloved, silence that voice. It is the echo of the one who cursed you. The moment you ignore it, heaven steps forward. Michael has prepared a sign for you. Within the next 3 days, you will see confirmation, a message, a call, a dream. Something will show you the truth of this warning. Do not fear it. Embrace it because after it comes, peace will follow like a flood. My child, your story is not ending. It's being rewritten. What was meant to destroy you will now elevate you. What was meant as a curse will turn into evidence of your divine favor. Every delay, every rejection, every betrayal, it all had one purpose: to bring you to this moment of awakening. You are standing at the gate of your turning point and heaven is screaming your name with love. Michael is not angry. He is desperate for you to be free. He's seen what's coming if you delay. And that's why his cry sounded like thunder tonight. He said, "Tell them to act fast. Tell them heaven can only wait so long." Beloved, act with faith. Do something right now that connects you to the divine. Speak, pray, listen, open. Even if all you can say is, God, I am ready. Because those words break ancient walls. And your readiness gives Michael his command. I see light surrounding your name. I see a scroll with golden letters rewriting your destiny. I see the curse evaporating like smoke before the morning sun. You are not forgotten, you are not helpless. You are chosen for a reason you will soon understand. Heaven has always known your strength. That's why darkness tried to stop you early. But even the curse could not erase your light. Now it's time for release. It's time for recovery. It's time for your story to be restored in full glory. My child, my beloved, listen. Heaven is not silent tonight. The light around you is trembling because Archangel Michael has seen what others could not. He has seen the one who spoke against your joy. He has seen the words that were planted like poison into your path. And he is screaming because the time to end it has come. Do not fear his cry. It is not anger. It is divine urgency. It is the sound of heaven trying to reach you before the darkness finishes what it started. You have been sensing something. A strange heaviness in your chest. A sudden worry without reason. People turning cold. Plans breaking without warning. That was the curse moving through your atmosphere. But it stops here, beloved. Michael is standing with his sword of light raised high. But his power needs your agreement to strike. This is why he said it's impossible to stop him without you. You are the chosen counterweight. You are the signature heaven requires to release the strike of justice. Without your belief, the sword remains suspended, glowing, waiting, pleading. My beloved, whisper now. I allow heaven to fight for me. The moment you do, the sword descends in light, and the curse that hunted you for years will begin to crumble. Michael saw the one who cursed you weeping in secret now because they never expected you to rise again. They never expected their name to be revealed. But God has decided enough is enough. You will see the signs soon. The person who smiled but envied you will grow silent. The one who blocked your progress will start to face their own confusion. Because heaven does not sleep when its child is wounded. My child, every heartbreak you faced was not random. Every closed door was a signal. You were being redirected away from poison paths. Michael begged God to give you another chance. And heaven said yes, but only if you hear this message now. That's why this found you at this hour. Heaven is orchestrating a rescue disguised as coincidence. Breathe, beloved. You are safe now, but the battle is still open. Michael's army is surrounding your home. Every angel assigned to you is waiting for your yes. Say yes again. Say it with your heart. Because each yes is a flame of light that burns through layers of darkness. You have been chosen not just to survive this curse, but to transform it into a crown. Every pain you endured will soon serve as evidence of your calling. My beloved, in the next 48 hours, expect a shift. You may feel an energy surge. You may dream of wings. You may sense a presence beside you. That will be Michael. He will come quietly, not to frighten you, but to remind you that heaven has not forgotten your name. He will whisper something personal, a word only you will recognize. That whisper is your confirmation that the curse has broken. It may sound like your own thought, but it will carry peace so strong you'll know it was not your mind. Stay alert. Do not speak your plans aloud for the next 3 days. Silence is your shield right now because the one who cursed you still listens from afar. They wait for your words to twist them into obstacles. Let heaven speak for you instead. Your silence will confuse the enemy. Your faith will blind them. Michael is arranging divine reversal. Everything stolen from you, peace, money, love, trust will start returning in waves. But the return will begin only when you believe. This is your moment to decide. To open the door to miracles or to let fear delay you again. Don't delay, my beloved. Michael said it clearly. If they skip this, they'll regret it forever. Because delay is the enemy's final weapon. Heaven's window is small. 20 seconds of faith can undo 20 years of pain. That's why Michael is screaming, not out of fury, but because heaven is counting seconds. You have heard the cry. Now you can no longer pretend it was just a feeling. This is divine evidence that your name is known in higher places. Beloved, I see your light stretching beyond this moment. I see chains breaking quietly. I see the hand that once tried to block you trembling under divine justice. You will not have to fight this alone. You only have to say, I receive divine protection. Every time you speak those words, a flame ignites in the unseen. Archangel Michael watches those flames, like stars forming new constellations of destiny. Each one a testimony that you heard, you believed, you rose. Soon peace will return to your morns. Your body will feel lighter. Your mind will clear. People who caused pain will begin to distance themselves without reason. Do not chase them. Their exit is a sign of cleansing. Heaven is removing all connections that fed the curse. By the end of this week, something remarkable will happen. A message, a call, an unexpected opportunity. You'll know it when it comes because your heart will tremble with recognition. That moment is your restoration beginning. The same heavens that once watched your tears will now watch your triumph. Michael will be beside you in that moment, too. Silent, smiling, victorious. And you will finally understand why all of this had to happen exactly this way. My child, my beloved, listen closely again. What I am about to tell you is the part heaven rarely allows to be spoken aloud. The truth of how the curse began and why you of all souls carry the power to end it. Long ago, before this lifetime, your light was already marked. Heaven chose you to carry healing into generations that forgot how to love. That's why darkness noticed you early. That's why envy found you so easily. The one who cursed you did not begin with hatred. It started with comparison. They saw your grace, your quiet endurance, your divine favor. And they could not stand that light reflected what they refused to become. Their words were small at first. Why them? Why not me? But words have power, and envy spoken aloud becomes a seed of energy. That seed grew until it reached you. And the delay you've lived with was its fruit. But beloved, curses have no eternal life. They survive only where awareness is dim. Now that you see the pattern, it begins to collapse. Archangel Michael has traced every thread back to its origin. He has seen the moment that person uttered words against you. He has followed those words through time, through rooms, through generations. And now he stands at the root. He whispers, "This one ends tonight." Yet still, he looks toward you, waiting. Because heaven never breaks free will. Your agreement gives the command. Breathe. And in your heart, say, "Let light return to every place my name was misused." Do you feel that chill, that warmth? That is power transferring back to you. The energy stolen from your dreams begins to surge again. The visions you buried will start to move. The heaviness behind your eyes, the sudden fatigue, it will fade. Michael saw what the curse attached to your finances, your relationships, your self-worth. It created illusions. People turning away, money slipping through fingers, joy never lasting. But illusions end when light is named, and light is now speaking through you. Every word you accept becomes a sword in the unseen. Heaven has ordered restoration in equal measure to the years stolen. If you lost 7 years of peace, 7-fold peace will return. If you lost money, money will multiply as a witness of justice. If love was shattered, a purer form of love will appear without warning. Beloved, do not rush this. This is not superstition. This is the slow unfurling of divine math. Balance being restored line by line. Michael is already setting the order. Return what was taken. Heaven answers, let it be so. There will be signs. You might notice unexpected messages from people who once wronged you. You might hear your name mentioned in strange places. Do not fear it. That is heaven aligning evidence for your release. The one who cursed you will dream of light too bright to face. They will wake restless, wondering why they feel guilt. That is Michael's justice touching their conscience. You need not speak against them. Silence will be your defense. Grace will finish what wrath would ruin. My beloved, as you listen, breathe slowly. Each breath invites healing deeper. Imagine every inhale as light filling cracks within you. Every exhale as shadows leaving quietly. By the time you finish this message, your spiritual temperature will rise. The sign that your field is clean. Michael is still speaking. Tell them abundance follows cleansing, because heaven never removes without replacing. You will not walk into emptiness. You will walk into overflow. Where one door shut, 3 will open. Where one friend left, true allies will appear. Where one plan failed, divine timing will introduce something better. All of it begins because you listened. That is the mystery. Obedience opens heaven faster than effort. My child, the curse is breaking even now. You will feel lighter when you wake. You will sense calm instead of dread. That is not imagination. That is victory. Remember though, the enemy often tests after defeat. Do not panic if small troubles arise. They are echoes, not returns. Whisper Michael's name and peace will silence them. Before this night ends, speak gratitude aloud. Say, "Thank you, Heaven, for my freedom." Gratitude seals what faith begins. And tomorrow when light touches your face, know that Archangel Michael will be near, watching quietly, no longer screaming, only smiling because you finally heard. My child, my beloved, this final part of the message is not warning. It is instruction, the language of completion. Heaven has opened your path. Now, Archangel Michael speaks not of fear, but of direction. He says, "Tell them what to do in the next 7 days so the blessing may take root and never be lost." Beloved, this is what you must understand. Miracles are like seeds. They bloom only when tended. These next days are sacred ground for you. Day 1. Wake and speak light before you speak anything else. Whisper today. Nothing of darkness has claim over me. That phrase will seal the day. Drink water slowly as if you are drinking peace. All of creation responds to simple acts done in awareness. Day 2, keep quiet for a while. Silence lets heaven arrange what words might scatter. Do your work, your errands, your care, but hold one phrase in the background of thought. Everything meant for me returns in perfect timing. You will feel small coincidences begin, lost messages found, money owed returning. Friends remembering. Day 3, Michael will test your forgiveness. You may remember the person who cursed you. If you feel anger rise, say softly, "Light to you," and release. That is how you close the last gate of pain. Day 4. A sign will come. Maybe a number repeating. A stranger speaking truth. A sudden calm where fear once lived. Write it down. It is heaven's signature on your freedom. Day 5, give. Not because you are forced, but because generosity anchors abundance. It can be a word, a prayer, a simple kindness. Michael says, every gift opens a window for more light. Day 6, rest. Do not chase progress. Let it unfold. The unseen works hardest when you are still. Breathe. Walk. Let sunlight touch your face. Say, "I trust the unseen in my favor." Day 7. Stand before a mirror. Look at your own eyes until you see peace looking back. Whisper your name. And then, all things are made new. That is the final command that seals the miracle. Beloved, after the 7th day, you will notice that life feels aligned. Things will arrive on time. People will speak softer. Opportunities will call to you instead of hiding. This is the rhythm of restored destiny. It does not shout. It hums quietly in the background, turning delay into perfect order. Michael's last instruction is simple. Keep faith light, not heavy. You need not perform grand rituals. You need only keep gratitude alive. Each night before sleep, say, "Thank you for keeping me seen." Angels move faster through gratitude than through pleading. My child, heaven now calls you restored. The scroll of your life glows again. The name that was whispered in darkness is now sung in light. Michael bows once before you. He says they will not regret believing. Then he vanishes into the glow, leaving the air sweet and still. Breathe this peace. Let it enter your steps. When fear tries to return, remember this message, play it again in your heart until the words live in you. This is the end of the curse and the beginning of divine ease. Walk forward, beloved, for heaven has made you whole. My child, my beloved, you are still here. And that means heaven can finish what it started. When Michael's light touched you, the universe shifted its alignment. But this last part of the message is what will seal the restoration permanently. Stay still. Listen to each word as if it were breathing inside you. Heaven is calm now, the screaming that began as warning has turned into music. It hums in your atmosphere. Soft, steady, unstoppable. Michael says, tell them they are now the keeper of light. Because every soul who survives darkness becomes a lantern for others. My beloved, miracles will not always appear as fireworks. They will appear in the quiet order of your life. Where chaos once lived, now balance flows. Where fear ruled, peace will reign without effort. You will notice yourself smiling for no reason. You will find yourself speaking gently to situations that once made you tremble. That calm is not ordinary. It is divine inheritance. Heaven has placed new assignments around you. You may feel drawn to help someone who reminds you of your old self. Do it, for in helping them you strengthen your own freedom. The enemy that once watched you has lost permission. Their words echo, but they find no door. Every thought of harm directed toward you now returns to its sender as light. Not revenge, but awakening. For heaven's justice never punishes, it teaches. Michael's wings have folded around your timeline. Every past wound that still whispered has been silenced. You will find closure even in memories you forgot to grieve. Suddenly you will understand why certain people left. Why some dreams delayed, and you will thank heaven for the detours that once felt cruel. Beloved, this is maturity. The moment you stop asking why and start saying thank you, that is when the blessing multiplies. Do not be surprised when abundance begins quietly. It will not crash into your life. It will arrive like sunrise, steady and certain until everything is illuminated. Michael's voice now fades into warmth. Tell them the curse has become their testimony. Because your story will soon lift others. What tried to end you will now open hearts. You may speak these words when ready. My pain has turned into purpose. My waiting into wisdom. My fear into faith. Each time you say them, the world around you adjusts to match your new frequency. You are not just healed, you are elevated. Beloved, heaven has already prepared the next doorway. Do not worry about how you will find it. It will find you. When the time comes, everything will fall into place without struggle. That ease is your proof of divine authorship. Michael watches over you now with quiet joy. The warrior who screamed your name in warning now speaks it in blessing. He says they are safe. They are shining. They are ready. You are no longer running from curses. You are walking in covenant. The darkness that once feared your rise will now witness your peace. Go forward, my child, my beloved. Speak kindly, move wisely, love deeply, for heaven has written this line beside your name. Untouchable by darkness, sealed in light. And when you wake tomorrow, look at the sky. If you see it brighter than usual, know that heaven kept its promise. This is your new beginning, walk in it, live in it, shine in it. Archangel Michael watches, and heaven smiles. My child, my beloved, the heavens still whisper, and the air around you listens. You are not standing in the same moment anymore. You have crossed into new timing. The night no longer carries fear. The silence now carries guidance. Every breath you take is a declaration that the curse is over and the covenant has begun. Michael speaks gently now. His voice is no longer thunder but light itself. He says, "Tell them this. The purpose of the pain is now fulfilled. They may walk freely in peace, for they have learned to trust. Beloved, you have not just been protected, you have been redefined. Where the world once saw fragility, heaven now sees strength. Your story is not one of survival, but of ascension. Soon you will feel a pull, a new desire to rebuild what was lost. Do not rush it. Build with wisdom, not haste. For every new beginning carries seeds of legacy. The people who enter your life next will not drain you. They will water you. Each conversation will feel lighter. Each connection will carry purpose. That is how you will know you are walking in divine order. Michael's light is guiding your steps. You will notice that timing begins to synchronize effortlessly. You'll think of someone and they'll call. You'll need something and it will appear. That is heaven's rhythm replacing human struggle. Beloved, let gratitude be your daily language. It does not have to be loud. Even a whisper is enough. When you say thank you, the universe rearranges to deliver more reasons to be grateful. Heaven is now rewriting your future in layers of abundance. Opportunities that once ignored you will now search for you. People who underestimated you will watch you rise with grace. But remember, rise softly. Let your light speak, not your anger. Michael says, tell them the greatest victory is quiet. It does not announce itself. It simply glows. You will notice the glow soon on your face, in your home, around your work. Peace has a texture and it will follow you everywhere. Your sleep will deepen, your thoughts will clear, and the sound of anxiety will lose its voice. This is what freedom feels like. You do not need to chase it. You only need to receive it. Heaven has already planned the next miracle. It will come when you are calm, not when you are desperate. It will come as proof that faith once rooted cannot die. Beloved, I see you standing beneath a sky that listens. The stars themselves seem to align above your name. That is heaven's reminder that destiny has noticed you again. When you wake in the coming mornings, say softly, "Today I walk with heaven beside me." You will feel the difference. Doors will open with less effort. And people will begin to recognize your quiet strength. Michael is not gone. He walks behind you now, not as a guardian of crisis, but as a witness of promise fulfilled. He has placed a mark upon your life that darkness cannot read. It is written in light, invisible to envy, visible only to those meant to walk beside you in truth. My child, you are no longer under watch of fear. You are under covenant of grace. From this day forward, nothing stolen shall remain lost. Everything delayed shall arrive doubled. And everything painful shall return as wisdom, not wound. This is the final truth. The same voice that screamed for your safety now sings your name as victory. Michael lifts his sword one last time, not to strike, but to bless. He touches it to the earth and says, "Let this one's path remain clear forever." And light spreads outward through your home, your days, your future, filling every space that once echoed with struggle. Walk now, my beloved. Walk gently because the ground beneath you has been sanctified. Heaven watches, miracles follow. And the story of your deliverance will never fade. My child, my beloved, don't move yet. The light still wants to speak through you. Even though the storm has passed, heaven isn't done showing you what peace really means. The air around you has changed. It no longer carries the weight of dread. It carries the scent of renewal. This is the season where calm becomes your natural language. When you wake tomorrow, you will notice it first in small things. Coffee tastes warmer, the morning sun feels nearer. Music sounds like a prayer instead of noise. That's not your imagination. That's restoration manifesting through the simple. Michael now moves without shouting. He moves through timing, through ease, through coincidences that will make you smile. You will realize that miracles are not rare. They were just waiting for room. Now that fear has gone, they flow. Beloved, heaven's reward for endurance is not applause. It is alignment. Everything you lost is being recalculated into something that fits your new vibration. Do not chase, allow. Do not beg, receive, because your energy has matured into command. Michael says softly, tell them their words create form. Now that means what you speak becomes real faster than before. So use your words like light, not like weapons. If you say peace, you will live peace. If you say lack, you will invite it back. Choose life with language. You are entering the corridor of manifestation. Here even thoughts bloom, so guard them like garden soil. Plant gratitude, not complaint. Plant vision, not doubt. Heaven will water whatever you sow. You may feel waves of emotion in the coming nights. Memories, old longings, sudden tears. Don't fight them. That is energy leaving your system. Each tear is a release, not a setback. Each sigh is a door closing behind you. Michael watches you with the quiet pride of a teacher whose student finally sees. He knows you can walk alone now, not because you are abandoned, but because you are aligned. Still, when you feel uncertainty rise, speak his name. You don't need ritual or noise. Just whisper, Michael, light my way, and a path will appear as if it had been waiting under your next step. Beloved, start writing again. Plans, dreams, visions. Do not write from fear, right from ownership. The universe loves written agreement. Your pen is now your declaration of faith. If you find yourself smiling for no reason in the days ahead, know that heaven is laughing with you. That laughter is the sound of blessings approaching. Money will begin to move differently, too. Not as sudden windfalls only, but as steady openings, people repaying debts, ideas turning into income. Doors that once stayed shut, now recognizing your name. This abundance is not reward. It is alignment's echo. The universe simply balances where you finally allow. My child, my beloved, remember how far you've come. You once trembled beneath the sound of a curse. Now the light trembles with joy at your awakening. You are proof that grace is stronger than grief. Heaven now writes this closing over you. They are marked by peace. They carry the sound of light. Where they go, no harm may follow. Breathe that in. Let it settle deeper than understanding. When you finish reading these words, sit for a moment. Listen to the air. It will sound like quiet. But in that quiet, creation moves for you. Michael's voice fades into the horizon. But his promise stays. I will be near when they call. And I will remind them that the light never left. And that is how this message ends, not with thunder, but with calm certainty. You are free. You are whole. You are guarded. Now go, beloved, and live like someone who knows that heaven has already said yes. My child, my beloved, breathe again, slowly, gently. Feel the rhythm of life returning through every part of you. You are no longer living under the shadow. You are living under divine sunlight. Heaven is still watching. But now it is not in concern. It is in celebration. Every angel that once fought for your survival now surrounds you in silence, not to protect you from danger, but to honor your transformation. You are standing in the middle of answered prayer. You may not have realized it yet, but what you are living right now is the beginning of the promise you once begged for. Michael speaks softly now as if smiling. Tell them not to wait for miracles as if they are somewhere else. Tell them the miracle has already begun inside their peace. Beloved, miracles are not always explosions of wonder. Sometimes they are gentle repairs of what was broken inside you. The fact that your heart feels safe enough to dream again, that is the miracle. The fact that you can listen without fear, that is the miracle. You are walking in one already. In this new light, even the air feels like guidance. You will notice things differently. You will sense people's intentions faster. You will understand when to speak and when to stay silent. That clarity is heaven's new gift so that you will never again be trapped by lies disguised as love. My beloved, your energy has shifted so deeply that even your past will begin to heal backward. The memories that once hurt will lose their sting. You will see them now as training, not tragedy. Michael says, tell them they were never weak. They were being refined. The truth is, heaven trusted you with a battle because heaven knew you would not break. Every tear was recorded. Every sigh was sacred. And now heaven is repaying you in peace and provision. Do not be surprised when opportunities appear quietly. A conversation, an unexpected call, a sudden idea that feels like destiny. That is not coincidence. That is restoration arriving disguised as routine. Beloved, rest in this flow. You do not need to chase your blessings. They already know your address. Your name glows in the spiritual realm like a beacon of completed victory. You will notice your body healing too. The stress that used to weigh your shoulders will lift. Your sleep will deepen. Your heartbeat will find rhythm again. This is not only spiritual. Heaven restores the physical, too. You may also notice people drawn to you for comfort. They will say things like, "There's something peaceful about you." They are right. They are sensing Michael's residue of light around you. Be kind, but guard your peace. You no longer owe access to those who only loved your silence. Your boundaries are holy ground. They are not walls. They are gates that open only to what carries light. Michael now steps back slightly. He does not vanish. He observes with reverence. He knows the one he fought for can now walk with steady feet. He whispers one last command. Tell them the voice that once cried in fear must now sing in faith. Beloved, that is your task. Begin to sing, not necessarily with music, but with living. Let your joy become prayer. Let your rest become testimony. Let your peace become the loudest sermon of your life. The one who cursed you will soon see you not as a target but as a miracle they cannot understand. Their confusion will become their conviction. And heaven will use your story to awaken their hearts. This is divine closure. No revenge, no bitterness, only light powerful enough to turn pain into purpose. My child, this is the last instruction. Each morning before you rise, whisper this truth. I walk with light. I speak with peace. I move with heaven beside me. Let it be your shield. Let it be your rhythm. For from this moment, no darkness may re-enter without your permission. You are sealed. You are blessed. You are whole. Michael bows once more before you. He no longer screams, no longer pleads. He smiles like sunrise breaking through mountains. He says they are ready. They will not fall again. Their destiny stands unshaken and the heavens echo softly in return. Let it be so now. Beloved, go in peace. Live as if light itself follows your steps because it does. Your life is now the living proof that what heaven begins, no curse can undo. My child, my beloved, even though the message has grown long, heaven still whispers. The light that surrounds you will not fade with time. It follows you now like breath follows life. You are walking in sacred timing. Nothing that happens from this moment is random. Every person, every clear's throat, delay, every coincidence carries a thread of purpose. You will feel it when you pause. A hum beneath ordinary things. That hum is the pulse of divine order. The signature of Michael's protection still echoing in your days. When you speak kindly, you will feel it strengthen. When you forgive quickly, you will feel it shine. That is how you know heaven still moves with you, beloved. Do not seek signs in fear. Look instead for peace. Peace is the surest sign. Where there is calm, heaven is present. You may begin to dream again. Not escape but vision. In those dreams you will see symbols. Light rising over water. A road stretching endlessly but never tire you. People smiling though they do not speak. Those are messages, reminders that you are guided. If you wake with a sense of direction, trust it. If you wake with a name or a number in mind, write it down. Heaven often begins new instructions in quiet fragments. Michael will not appear in thunder again. He will appear as intuition, as the small inner knowing that says this way, not that. Follow it. It will never lead you into harm. Your heart has been rewired for discernment. The things that used to confuse you will now feel obvious. You will see truth quickly. You will sense lies before they form. This is not suspicion. It is wisdom. It is the reward of surviving the shadow. Beloved, begin to build joy deliberately. Put beauty in your surroundings. A candle, a song, a small prayer at dawn. Heaven meets you in simple things. That is how you stay aligned without exhaustion. When worry tries to whisper again, close your eyes and remember the sound of Michael's first cry. He screamed to awaken you. Now his silence protects you. You do not need to fight anymore. You only need to remain open. Faith is not effort. It is surrender. Your abundance will continue to unfold quietly. The opportunities you thought were lost will circle back. People who once ignored you will suddenly remember your name. Do not gloat. Smile. Their return is part of the restoration plan. Michael's light now weaves itself through your daily life, through choices, through timing, through everything ordinary. That is how heaven hides its miracles in plain sight. Beloved, one more truth must be spoken. You are no longer just a recipient of grace. You are now a vessel of it. Wherever you go, others will feel safer. Not because of words you say, but because of the calm you carry. That calm is proof of victory. It cannot be faked. It cannot be stolen. It is your new signature in the spiritual world. When night comes and the world quiets, breathe once more this prayer. Thank you for the light that stays. That single line keeps your connection open. Michael bows one final time, not as guardian but as witness to your rebirth. He says only they have learned the language of light. Heaven echoes and their story will bless many. Now, beloved, step forward without fear. Carry peace like armor. Carry kindness like fire. Let every step you take remind darkness that it lost you forever. You are the living proof of restoration. The light that once rescued you now moves through you. And wherever you go, heaven follows quietly, faithfully, eternally. My child, my beloved, the light that surrounds you now is not only protection. It is invitation. Heaven does not end a story. It opens it wider. The silence that follows a storm is not emptiness. It is the sound of space being made for new creation. That is where you are standing now, in the clearing after the noise where everything waits to be chosen. Michael speaks softly. Tell them to begin again but differently. Not from fear but from faith. Not from what was taken but from what remains. Look at your hands, beloved. They are no longer empty. They are tools of light. Whatever you build from here will carry blessing within its very shape. There will be moments when you wonder if the peace will last. When that thought comes, remember this. Peace is not something you keep. It is something you become. And once you become it, no one can steal it. You will see signs of heaven's humor in small ways. A conversation that arrives just when you need it. A child's laughter echoing through a difficult day. A color in the sky that feels like a personal hello. That is how angels remind you that you are still guided. Beloved, it is time to dream again. Write new prayers. Make plans without apology. The universe loves a hopeful heart. When you imagine with faith, heaven listens as if you are giving instructions. Michael stands close as you think, not to control, but to witness your freedom. He says, they finally understand that light was never lost, only hidden. When you speak now, even softly, creation will respond. That is the gift of surviving darkness. You learn the weight of words and you no longer waste them. Use your voice for blessing. Speak health, not fear. Speak opportunity, not delay. Every phrase you release builds the future under your feet. Beloved, when old memories rise like shadows at the edges, do not chase them away in anger. Smile at them. They are echoes, not enemies. Their only purpose now is to remind you how far light can travel. There will come a morning soon when you will feel a deep quiet joy. Not excitement, not relief, just still happiness. That will be heaven's confirmation that the story is sealed. Michael will no longer need to speak. Then you will hear your own spirit answer. Instead, that is how angels know their work is done. My child, take one final truth with you: you are not waiting for a miracle. You are the miracle that others will find. Every step you take will light another path. Every calm decision will teach someone that faith still works. And in those moments when you pause to wonder if heaven still watches, listen for that same quiet voice that began this message. My beloved, you are never alone. Walk now gently through days that no longer hide danger but reveal destiny. Let kindness be your armor and gratitude your daily language. Michael watches you go, a guardian, turned witness. The fire in his eyes now peace itself. He whispers into eternity. It is finished and it is beautiful.